Good morning, children. Welcome back to the online classes after a long vacation. In the earlier classes, we have studied your social science. In that, you have studied about geography and history, chapter 1. Now, we are going to start with the first chapter of civics, right? Social and political life. It is unit 3. Now, as I already told, you have to make 3 separate copies for history, geography and civics. History and civics, you have to make single line copy, separate one, and for geography you have to make practical copy and you have to write the notes in that one only, right? So now we are going to start with civics chapter 1, that is diversity, interdependence and conflict. Right, introduction. Now, look around in your classroom. You will see that every student is different. You all know that one. In your class only you are seeing 40 students are there. All the 40 students are different from each other in different ways. The way of their hairstyle, the way of sitting, the way of talking, everything. Although we all wear same uniform, each one of us look different, speak different languages at home. You all are speaking different languages at home, have different habits, that is also, and interest. Everyone is going to have different kind of interest. Some like to watch movies and others like to sing. Some like to play, some like to draw, right? Some like games. When we look around us, we see different types of plant, flower, trees, birds and animals. So near our surrounding when we are going to look about, so we are going to see so many things, but all are different from each other in many ways. We see diversity in the environment as well as in human beings, right? So we are diversity, we are going to see not only in human being but in the environment also we are going to see. It is this variety that make our world such an interesting place for living. So we are in altogether we can say that the things and the human being also, the things are also being different from each other in many ways. Okay, so diversity means what? Different. Being diverse means one person is different from another in many ways. What is this diversity due to? Right, for what purpose? How this diversity came? Now, it is mainly due to geography, history, and the passage of time. So, altogether, you can say these three things are being responsible for the diversity in environment and human being also. Geography, how it is responsible means every place is different from each other. In our country itself, we can see mountain, plateau, plains, river, ocean, everything. So that is going to come under geography. History, in our country, so many people came to our country from different countries and they ruled also in our country. So when they came from outside, say they brought their own tradition and culture. So we absorbed that one. So that is also going to affect, and the passage of time. Earlier we were not having so many things which is going to be which should be helpful for us in daily life. Now as the people has invented lot of things which is going to help us, so that it is going to say passage of time is also going to play a crucial role in forming the diversity. The result has been a charming mix of races. Now our mix of races is there, means different kind of people are living, languages and dialects, whatever we are speaking, many are speaking other the languages and all. Dress and dance, crop and of land and climate. So In so many ways, we are diverse from each other. Since ancient times, people from different countries have made this country their home. They came from other country, they liked the culture, tradition of our country, and they started settling in our country. Some people migrated from one part of the country to another part in search of new land, new places to settle in, or new people to trade with. So, business to trade, that is also a main reason for searching new land. Whether you can say wherever they were living, in that places the food which is available, that is being get exhausted, so they have to visit to another places for searching the new land, okay, new places to settle, like that. All this led to development of a composite culture. Composite culture means so many different kind of tradition culture which is going to mix with the other culture. So that is the composite culture, means those people who are coming from other side, so they are bringing their culture and tradition along with them. And the present people, those who are living, they are having their own tradition and culture. So both the culture is being mixed and a composite culture is being created. What does diversity add to our lives? Indians speak different languages, eat various types of food, wear different types of clothes, celebrate different festivals, and practice different types of dances and music. Every region has developed its own distinct culture. Okay, all the religion is having their own culture, tradition, way of living, way of eating, food habits, and all. Now, every region has developed their own culture. This distinct culture, these different paths have led to the growth of a common culture or Indian culture. Altogether, a common culture which is being formed. We are also going to call it as an Indian culture, because in India only this kind of diversity is being found. India is also being called as unity in diversity. Either we people are celebrating different festivals, following different kind of religion, tradition, and dressing sense is different, but we all are Indian and we are united in many ways. No region of India is economically self-sufficient. Each particular region produces some special crops or minerals. That is true. In every region, they are producing some special things. Okay, all the places are famous for their own speciality. Like that. So, any region is not going to be self-sufficient and they don't require the help of the other religion for anything. Thus, each region has to depend on others to fulfill their various needs. It is natural if a natural calamity such as drought, flood, or earthquake occurs in a state and it faces scarcity of anything, it can easily secure its supply from other states of India. Like, so we can say that natural calamity, we are facing the natural calamities nowadays, right? Some places earthquake is there, flood is there, drought is there. So by that, so many people are going to suffer. They are going to face this kind of disaster, and they have to because of that only they have to survive a lot. So if any kind of scarcity they are going to face, like they are not going to food, clothes, and shelter they are not having, so the other state which is sufficient in that, they all the state of other of the country, they are going to come and help them, and they are going to provide all kind of things to the particular state which is facing the problem, so that problem can be solved. Thus, diversity makes our life easy and comfortable. Right? In one state, like in Chhattisgarh, we can say we are going to have rice a lot. We are producing rice, right? And we require wheat, flour, or some kind of pulses and all, right? And other things also, things are being required. So we are going to bring the other things from other state, and we are going to export the rice to different states. Like that it is going to work. Then how does diversity promote heritage? The migration of people into India has always been a positive factor in the development of lifestyle of the people. People's lifestyle is being decided by the migration of people from one place to another. So we are going to other places, so some of the time we are going to follow their lifestyle. People from other culture and civilization brought with them their own distinct tradition. Those who are coming from other culture and civilization, they are bringing their own tradition also. These tradition then intermixed with the pre-existing tradition, right? So those who are coming, as I already told, those who are coming from other places, they are bringing their culture, tradition, their way of wearing the dresses, lifestyle and all. And those who are present, some of the time they are going to like their tradition and culture, they are going to accept that one. Similarly, people in India also travel to different part of the world, so they carried with them the Indian culture and tradition. And the other country people, if they are going to like the tradition and culture of India, so they are going to adopt the Indian culture and tradition. As we all know it, that Indian culture and tradition is being followed not only in our country but in many countries. They are liking the culture and tradition of our country. There is no doubt that such intermingling create a composite culture. Okay, intermingling means mixing of the culture and tradition with each other in a variety of fields such as art and architecture, dance, drama, music, religion, language, etc. India has been constantly enriched by fusion with other culture. In our country, so many people came and they lived for a long time. So their culture and tradition also we are being following. So it has put an impact not only in tradition and all, but the art form also, dance, drama, music, religion, language, in all the ways it has been affected. So we can say that the Indian culture is being a fusion with the other culture in many ways. Okay, now